Hi there! In the previous video I talked about the first 3 courses in the 14-day data cleaning challenge, and in this video we're going to talk about the final 3 courses. Okay, so the 4th course in the Dirty Data Dojo, or the 14-day data cleaning challenge, is data validation. Okay, so what is data validation? What's it all about? Well, this is about making sure that your data are sensible and they fit real life rules. Now, one day I was analysing a data set, and I discovered that we had a patient in the hospital that was over 300 years old. Well, that can't be true. There's nobody on the planet ever been over 300 years old. So how did that happen? How did we get a piece of data that said that he was over 300 years old? Well, what happened was that you had a date of entry into the hospital and a date of birth. These 2 pieces of data had been entered into the database, and when you take the difference between them, the difference was over 300 years. And the reason being that his date of birth had been entered into the database incorrectly. It was the wrong year. So of course, within Excel, these 2 dates were perfectly acceptable. It will not throw an error. And when you take the difference between these 2 dates, again, Excel will quite happily work it out, and it will not throw an error. These data do not have any errors, and yet it's not correct. And this is what I mean by making sure that your data must fit real life rules. Excel does not know what real life rules are. So you have to figure it out for yourself. Okay, so you could have an age of someone which is over 300 years old. Alternatively, if the dates have been entered the wrong way around, they could have a negative age, and Excel won't care. It won't give you an error. You have got to find these things. If you do any work with your data, you might find out that your data do not fit real life rules. So you've got to do some analyses. And that's what this course is all about. It's doing some preliminary analyses on your data to understand your data and make sure that they fit real life rules, so that you don't have any real life errors in there. Okay, another thing that causes problems in data sets is outliers. I'm going to show you how to detect outliers automatically throughout all of your data. It will you can find all the outliers, you can list them all, and then you can make a decision as to what you're going to do with them. Of course, with outliers, if you've got an extreme outlier, you might decide, oh, I want to delete this, or even check back on the original data to make sure that they're correct. Or if the outlier is only just an outlier, you might decide to keep it in. Well, that's a real life decision. But first, you've got to find them, and to do that, there is a particular method of doing it, and I'm going to show you how to do that automatically. Okay, in the 5th course of the 14-day data cleaning challenge, we have DataKleenr. So DataKleenr is a program that I built myself, and this cleans all the data in your data set completely automatically. Not in 2 weeks, not in 2 hours, but in 2 minutes, or even less. What happens is you take your data set and you upload it into DataKleenr, and it automatically starts crunching your data and cleaning your data. When it presents it to you, it automatically presents to you the data that has been cleaned. It's been cleaned completely. It is analysis ready immediately. And in this particular course, you're going to find out how to use DataKleenr, which is incredibly simple, and you can get your data clean in 2 minutes, completely bypassing all the usual data cleaning procedures that you have to do. And in the final course, you're going to go into a grand project. So first, we recap everything. Of course, as I mentioned in a previous video, it's not just about the techniques that you use, it's also the order in which you do them, and this is very, very important. This is something that is within the recap, that we go over all the techniques, but the order, we explain exactly the order in which you have to do everything to maximize your efforts and minimize your time wastage throughout all your data cleaning cleaning and preparation procedures. Once we've recapped everything, you're going to go into a grand project. You will get a data set, a real data set to clean and prepare, and you're going to go through it using all the techniques that you've learned, all the preparations that you've done. Where you will have set up automated routines, and you will systematically go through and you will put your data through these routines. You will clean and prepare all your data, and you will prove to yourself that a data set of this size, it's quite a large data set, you can clean the whole thing in less than 2 hours, and you will do it to a stopwatch, so that you can prove to yourself that it's less than 2 hours. That's the grand project. Okay, so very, very quick recap. The 14-day data cleaning challenge is a series of 6 courses that takes you through data collection, data cleaning, data preparation, data validation, data cleaner, and a grand project in which you will learn how to automate all your data cleaning and data preparation in 14 days. 14 hours. There's 1 hour per day over 14 days, and with that investment of just 14 hours, you will learn to automate your entire data cleaning and data preparation, and you will take that forward with you for the rest of your life. And every data set after that you can clean up in less than 2 hours, or less than 2 minutes if you decide to use DataKleenr. Okay, thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to seeing you within the 14-day data cleaning challenge.